Welcome to Ask the Edmonds Cop. I'm Teresa Whipple here with Sergeant Shane Hawley, and today the topic is a very interesting one, don't you think?
Yeah, they're all interesting as long as they're not traffic.
Right. Always have to talk about the traffic, or at least mention it, even if we're not talking about it. All right, but this one is a question from a reader. Has to do with what do you do if you happen to walk past someone who is laying on the sidewalk, perhaps intoxicated?
Yep. So this
What are the rules?
this came in from Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. I told you I'd give you a shout out. And we see this from time to time. It's interesting to note, California has a specific state code for drunk in public.
Okay.
We do not in Washington. The California code covers really more than just being intoxicated in public. They have to be doing something, obstructing traffic, or they're blocking sidewalks. It's been on the books for a long time.
Okay.
Long time. We're talking like 30 plus years at this point in time. And it has some interesting components. It allows the California law enforcement officers to basically take someone to a facility, a drunk tank, so to speak, and if they take them there, then the code says you cannot charge them. Kind of interesting.
Oh, very interesting.
So California uses that essentially as a mechanism to keep the sidewalks free of people that are just passed out drunk.
Okay.
There's nothing like that in Washington. The closest we have as far as laws go would be disorderly conduct. That is something that we can only enforce if we witness it. So if you call and say somebody's running out in traffic and they blocked my vehicle, if we weren't there to actually witness it, we're not able to make a physical arrest for that.
Okay.
It doesn't fall under what we call the misdemeanor presence rule, which are crimes that we can arrest for even if we don't see them.
All right.
So disorderly conduct covers things like creating a substantial risk of an assault based on your conduct, running into traffic, intentionally obstructing traffic. That's kind of what disorderly conduct is. As far as answering her question specifically, and that is if you see someone passed out, give us a call. You don't know really what's going on, especially you're driving by, looks like they're out cold on the sidewalk. Are they just severely intoxicated, or is it a medical emergency? Maybe it's both. You don't really know. So, but we'll come out. We do welfare checks on people all the time.
Okay. All right. Now that everybody these days seems to have a camera with them, and you say that the officer has to observe, what if somebody had a video of that or a photo? Would that apply, or would you look at that?
Oh, we'd certainly look at it,
Okay.
but for that requirement, it has to be witnessed by the officer.
Okay.
So that'd be an interesting topic for another segment, talking
another
about the
time.
misdemeanor presence rule,
Yeah.
another state law.
Yeah, I had no idea that was
Yep.
the thing. All right.
Yeah, not everything that is a crime we can necessarily make an arrest for right off the bat.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
but in this situation, people on the sidewalk, if they are severely intoxicated, I mean to the point that they are in a medical state of emergency, they cannot care for themselves, then we can essentially take them to the hospital on their behalf. It's an involuntary commitment to the hospital to make sure that they get the care that they need.
Right. Okay. Very good. But as always, we've said this many times before, if you have any doubt about whether you should call police, call police.
Yes.
Because you are willing and
Yep.
happy to come out and investigate anything.
Yeah,
right?
correct. I mean, we don't know unless you give us a call. There's, a certain number of us for 40,000 people and a lot of square miles. So if you see it, just call.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
You bet.
We'll be back soon with another episode of Ask the Edmonds Cop.